Hi again, I'm Misal, your Think Educator. Welcome to TiNKA Liveboard series. Before we start, please do not forget to like and share our social media page. We have Instagram, we have Facebook, and the link is going to be somewhere in the page. Alright, so we are still on the topic of cell biology and organization. We are going to look at 2.2 living processes in unicellular organism. Okay, specifically we're going to cover on protozoa. All right, our lesson objective will be to conceptualize living processes in a unicellular microorganism. So when we're talking about a unicellular microorganism, they do only have one cell, but they complete day-to-day activities as a normal organism, such as they move, they respond to stimulus, they do respiration as well. All right, they have how do we say this? They also include nutrition in their diet. Um, they grow. All right, they do excretion, all right, and they also reproduce. Okay, so when it comes to, again, unicellular organism, we are going to look at specifically protozoans, and the examples that you are looking at the screen below, okay, the video below, is amoeba and paramecium. Okay, if you can see in the video, all right, the amoeba is the big gooey structure that is trying to engulf a long organism. Okay, the long organism is actually paramecium. All right, this video is just an example to show you which one is amoeba and which one is paramecium. Okay, so there are a few things that we need to consider on unicellular organism in performing their daily life. So the first one is movement. All right, so as you can see, I'm going to show you how amoeba moves in the video below. Give me a minute for that. All right, so this is an amoeba under a microscope. Now check out how it's moving. So basically what it does, it is constantly, okay, changes its shape when encounters obstacles. All right, okay, the video is quite fast. So what it does is, I'm going to go back to the video again. Okay, what it does is, you can see that there's like an arm extending itself. All right, okay, so that is what we call by extending. Sorry, let me just put a bullet form there. Extending out its, okay, this word I'm going to use another color, PSEU. Okay, pseudopodium. Okay, pseudopodium. All right, now what is a pseudopodium? Okay, basically is false feet. All right, so you guys are moving with your feet up and extending, up and extending. Amoeba uses something like extending its pseudopodium. Okay, like that. Okay, now paramecium. Okay, now the video that you're looking at now is actually paramecium. Okay, hold on. All right, you can see that there's a thin fine hair that is around the paramecium. All right, so let me get green. Okay, so what it does is, how paramecium moves is by using rhythmic cilia beats. Okay, when I say moving rhythmic cilia beats, it's not like playing drum now, but the movement of the hair is it's like that. You can see in the video. Hold on. So look at the cilia hair. Okay, so it goes in a rhythm for it to move. So few more characteristics of a unicellular organism, which is responding to stimuli, respiration, and nutrition. Okay, so when we are talking about responding to stimuli, okay, amoeba and paramecium respond to stimuli such as chemicals, okay, touch, or bright light. And how they do it is they move away from it. Oh, bright light! So they move away from the bright light, okay? When we talk about respiration, okay, respiration is about breathing in and breathing out, okay? Okay, they don't do it like humans do, but what they do is, okay, they have a cell membrane. All right? So how they do is they exchange oxygen and carbon dioxide in and out of the cell, okay, in and out of their of themselves by using a concept called simple diffusion. Okay, simple diffusion. All right, now let's look at how they eat. Okay, this is important. I mean, you guys need to eat. All organisms need to eat to survive. Okay, so how do they eat? Oh, a perfect example. If you're looking at the video right now, okay, is the amoeba is actually engulfing the paramecium. Okay, so what it does is it moves the pseudopodium, or what we call by the false feet. Okay, and it uncovers the paramecium. All right, it covers the paramecium. Okay, this is a process. It's what we call by phagocytosis. Okay, phagocytosis. All right, now for paramecium, okay, now how they eat is they use the cilia. All right, the cilia, the hair-like structure around its body, okay, and it transfers the food particles into the oral groove. Okay, there's an oral groove somewhere around here. Okay, so it uses the hair and it transfer the food in, so it's like that. All right, so after the food, they manage to get the food in. All right, how does the food being broken down is they use lysosome. Okay, so lysosome is in the vacuole. All right, vacuole. Okay, now vacuole is only present in prokaryotes, okay, protozoans, and also in plant cell. All right, so what it does is, okay, when the food is being transferred into the vacuole, okay, and inside the vacuole they have lysosome, okay, and the food will be broken down by the enzyme lysozyme in the lysosome. So we've talked about nutrition. How does these two beautiful protozoans eat? All right. So after you eat, there must be something that you're going to excrete. So when it comes to excretion in amoeba and also in paramecium, they uses a concept that's what we call by osmoregulation. Okay. Now bear in mind, these two organisms, they live in fresh water. Okay, so what it does is it uses the function of vacuole. All right, water will come in through the process of osmosis and make the vacuole bigger and bigger, and when the time comes, all right, it will excrete carbon dioxide and ammonia, all right, by the process of osmoregulation. All right, vacuole will excrete the water out. Okay, so that is how they excrete waste from their body. All right, now with coming to the last factors of living processes in unicellular organism, we have growth and reproduction. Okay, so for growth, how they do it is they synthesize. Synthesize is a word, the simple definition is to make. Okay, so they synthesize new cytoplasm, and also how they reproduce. Okay, so reproduction. Now, if the condition is right, the environmental factor is good, food is enough, okay, these two organisms will produce by asexual reproduction. All right, and specifically it's what we call by binary fission. You can see in the video below, all right, those are the paramecium. All right, that is actually the process of binary fission through the process of mitosis. Okay, mitosis is simply defined as making a new cell. All right, so they are doing binary fission right now, where they reproduce the exact copy of themselves. Okay, so but if the environmental condition is not suitable, in a sense of there's not enough water, there's not enough food, okay, amoeba, what they do is they will excrete spores. Okay, they will excrete spores into the air, and the spores will grow into another amoeba. Okay, and paramecium, all right, paramecium, they do it in a process what we call by conjugation. Okay, so um what it does is hold on. Okay, so when conjugation happens, okay, these two paramecium will combine together, losing a certain part of the paramecium. Okay, what they do is they trade genetic information. Okay, so that covers all of the living processes in unicellular organism. um, we will look at questions. Okay, it's question time. So we've covered all of the essential knowledge for 2.2 living processes in unicellular organism. Let's look at the question. Okay, so this is a multiple choice question. So let's read the question together. So which of the following is the respiratory surface for this organism? Okay, you are looking at the diagram now. And what is that organism? Okay, I will not tell you, alright? I think you should know. If you don't know, alright, you can rewind the video, watch it again, and try to answer this question, okay? So let me read the question briefly. Now, which of the following is the respiratory surface for the organism? Okay, when we say respiratory, meaning that breathing, okay, oxygen in, carbon dioxide out, alright? So the options are, we have A, plasma membrane, we have B, cell wall, C is skin, D is vacuole. Okay, now if you need to think, pause the video, think, or if you don't know the answer, okay, please rewind the video, watch it again, and then come back to the question. Okay, we are back. All right, so the answer to the question is A, plasma membrane. Okay, well done. Okay, for the next question, we're going to look at a question from paper 2. Okay, you are looking at the question right now. Okay, diagram 6.1 shows a unicellular organism, amoeba. Right? So the question is asking, explain the following about amoeba. Right? So there are 4 of them and 8 points, okay, or 8 marks, all right? So meaning that each of the explanation will give you 2 points or 2 marks, okay? So what the question is prompting is, it wants to know, for number 1, how does amoeba move? Number 2, how does it feed? Number 3, how does amoeba reproduce? And lastly, how does amoeba do respiration? Okay, so I'm gonna give you a moment, all right? Pause the video, and then we are going to look at the answers. Okay, so let's look at the answers, all right? So for amoeba, okay, the movement is, sorry about that. Okay, movement is being controlled by extending pseudopodium, 1 mark, all right? Extending pseudopodium, and it can extend in any direction. All right, so the false hand can go here, 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 or anywhere on top, below, doesn't matter. Okay, so 2 marks there. Now feeding. For amoeba, the process of feeding is called phagocytosis. Okay, hold on, let me wipe this. Okay, let me write a full sentence. Amoeba feeds by the process called phagocytosis. Okay, phagocytosis. What else is there? Okay, you have to explain what is phagocytosis. Okay, it engulfs food by extending its pseudopodia. Okay, sorry, pseudopodia. Now why I say pseudopodia? Okay, pseudopodium and pseudopodia is same thing, only singular and plural. What it does is whenever it sees food in front here, it will just use the false feet and engulfs it and bring it close for it to digest. Okay, all right, so 2 points there, 2 points here. Reproduction. Okay, reproduction is basically amoeba reproduce by binary fission. Okay, it copies, hold on, it copies the nuclei and divide them. Okay, copies the nuclei and divide them to form another amoeba. Amoeba. All right, another amoeba. Okay. Also, you can mention which. Hold on, I think I can have space here a bit. Also, you can mention under critical environment, amoeba releases spores to reproduce. Okay, that is like 3 points there, so it's fine as long as you mention. All right, it's better to mention than to lose points during SPM, during the exam. Okay, last bit, respiration. Respiration is fairly simple. Okay, amoeba does respiration, sorry about that, through diffusion on plasma membrane. Okay, so what happens is oxygen comes in, carbon dioxide goes out. Carbon dioxide release. Alright, so we've covered the whole topic of 2.2 living processes in unicellular organism. I'll see you in the next subchapter. Dah start? When I say moving rhythmic cilia beats, it's not like playing drum now, but the boss. The movement of the hair is like that. You can see in the